Mark, good to have you with us. So President Biden is at Winfield House with the US ambassador for the night. He's going to have meetings tomorrow and then on to a very consequential NATO summit in Lithuania.
Yeah, a very, very busy beginning of the week for President Biden and for all 31 leaders of the countries that make up NATO. The first event for the president tomorrow will be Downing Street. It's his first visit, incidentally, as president to Downing Street. He's met Rishi Sunak once a month for the past 6 months, but since he's become president, he's not been to Downing Street itself. So there will be key talks at Downing Street with the Prime Minister where they will discuss Ukraine for sure. That will be front and centre. In the afternoon, he will go to Windsor Castle. There will be a guard of honour by the Welsh Guards in the quadrangle outside Windsor Castle, and then talks with the King, the first time again that he has met, the first time he's met the King as King. They know each other for over many years, but not as King and President. There, the focus, I think, will be climate change, an issue that is a key focus for both men, and so we can expect perhaps a coming together of minds and perhaps using their influence to make some difference on issues of climate change. And then Vilnius, then Lithuania, then the summit itself, the NATO summit. Rishi Sunak and the president will both travel there, where the focus will, of course, be the war in Ukraine. There will be focuses on the cluster munitions decision by the Americans, uneased by other European and NATO countries simply because they are signatories to cluster munitions banning conventions that the Americans are not. I don't think that, though, will upset the summit. I think there's a recognition by all NATO countries that while they'd rather not have these weapons on the battlefield, the Americans have them. There is a supply shortage. Ukraine's counteroffensive is not going all that well. That's not to say that the Russians are doing well, but neither side is doing well, and there needs to be a break on the battlefield, and these weapons will be very, very effective. The other issue, I think, will be the membership of Sweden to NATO, being blocked at the moment by Turkey. It's interesting that just a few hours ago, the President Biden and President Erdogan of Turkey spoke on the phone. They will have discussed Swedish membership to NATO. And I think other issues came up as well. The Turkish want to become members of the European Union, and I know that President Erdogan brought that up with President Biden, and also the issue of F-16 fighter jets, which the Turkish want. President Biden may well sell them to Turkey. All of these issues are linked because deals will be done behind the scenes. If NATO wants something out of Turkey, perhaps they'll give them something else. So an awful lot to discuss at a very key NATO summit. It is 500 days now, more than that this war has been going on. They will reflect on those past 500 days. They will try to forge a path for the coming months as well.